Hello, it's Jo here from YogaJo, and welcome to day 2 of our Hot Vinyasa Fusion class. So glad you could join me. It's a bit of a Bikram class, so I do hope that you are aware of any problems that you might have and you look after your body, listen to the whispers. So high blood pressure, make sure that you are focused on your back bend, you don't overdo it. Low blood pressure, you don't come up too quickly. Okay, so let's get started. You're going to start with standing, bunion bones touching ankles apart, stretching down into the fingertips, shoulders back and down pretty nicely lifted. Closing your eyes, focusing on that breath. If you start to sway a little, you can open your eyes slightly, but allow for the sway. The sway is natural, don't fight it, just breathe into it. So as you breathe, nice deep belly breaths, so breathing in, pushing your belly out like a big balloon. And as you exhale, allow your navel to work towards the spine, focusing on that breath. Nice. Settling down into the space, thanking yourself for this time. And as you do that, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the class. So this is a Vinyasa Fusion class, combined Vinyasa control style with the characteristics of Vinyasa flow, with a Hatha flair of yoga, focusing on alignment and deepening of the poses. It also adopts a Bikram style, which is structured sequences and cues. There's 26 different poses in Bikram. So these variations will make the poses more challenging as they work step by step, allowing experienced students to advance their practice, while newer students to have correct alignment of the poses, although it is quite a quick movement through everything. It's an incredible workout for both your body and your mind. You should sweat, burn, tone, relax, and de-stress, all in the one class. Keeping your eyes closed, bring your palms to your chest in Namaste. Bikram says, in any pose, the breakthrough comes not when you learn what to tighten, but what to relax. Keeping your hands in prayer, slowly begin to open up your eyes. Clasp those fingers together. We're going to do some breathing here. So bring in the hands to underneath your chin. You're going to slowly opening them up, dropping your head back, and then slowly bringing them back in as you exhale down. So we're going to do another 9 of those. So inhale, lifting up. Exhale, working back down as you bring your chin down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, down we come. Let's do 5 more. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhaling up. Exhale, down. Up we go with an inhale. Exhaling down, 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Let's do 1 more. Inhale up. And exhale down. Stop right there. Let's take our arms up. Hasta Tadasana, arms up above the head, stretching the palms together, stretching up as high as you can to the ceiling. I'm going to work over to our right side. It's still the beginning of the class, so don't overstretch. Keep the hips between the heels as you extend over with straight arms. And up you come. Let's work over to the left, stretching over. Straight arms, palms pasted together. And up you come. Over to the back, don't overextend, keep your head between your arms. And up you come. We're going to stretch forward into Uttanasana. So if you need to bend your knees, you bend your knees. If you can, take your hands behind your heels, drop your head, just release here. And slowly bend the knees now, coming towards the floor. Let's come back up, stretch the arms out to the ceiling, stretch, stretch, stretch. We'll do that twice more. Inhale, lift up tall. Exhale, let's go over to the right. A little bit further this time. Stretch it out, extend. Come back to the center. Over to the left. Stretch. Back to the center. Let's go back. Or just a little bit further. See how you do. Not too far. And let's go all the way front. Stretching it out. Try and straighten your legs as much as you can now. Relaxing that head. Bend those knees. And slowly straighten. Taking those arms up. Inhale, lift up. Last one. Now you can go to your maximum. Work it. Stretch over towards the right. Big stretch. Up you come. Let's go to the left. Big stretch here. Back to the center. Stretch way back. Up you come. Way forward. Stretch it out. Hands down. Hold behind the heels. Relax the head. Bend your knees. And let's slowly come up. Hands together. Up we come. Inhale. Okay, so you bring your feet hip distance apart. We're working to Katasana, our seated pose. You're going to stretch your arms out in front of you. I'm going to take a seat. So knees are hip distance, feet are hip distance. And you're going to take a seat. Try and keep the back nice and straight. Pull the pelvis in slightly. Sit down so you can see your toes. You can say hello toes. Sitting down. Hold it here for 5, 4, come down further. I want your thighs parallel to the floor. 3, 2, 1. Let's go on to our toes. Hold on to the toes. And let's slowly start, sorry, I apologize, start to come up to the ceiling, stretching on those toes, lifting up. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And placing the heels down. So we're going to do that again, but this time you're going to bring your knees together, so stretching out the arms. Coming down. Taking a seat, shoulders back, pelvis slightly in. Push the knees together. Sit down a bit further. Thighs parallel to the floor. Sit down, shoulders up. Knees squashed. Squash those knees for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly see if you can come up onto the toes. This time let's see if we can go down a little bit further. Right down as much as you can. Now we're going to control it going up. So control, keeping the knees together. Control, controlled. Up. Now you can release the knees. You can go up, straightening up. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And slowly heels down. Release the arms. So we're going to go into YogaJo. So you're going to bend the knees. Right foot over left. Tucks behind. So tuck it in. If you need to put it on the floor, you're welcome to. Sit down. Cactus arms. Left arm forward. Right arm under. Cross. Thumb to Ajna. Shoulders back and down. Take a seat. Holding it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing arms. Releasing foot. Inhaling up you come. Beautiful. Hands back down. Bend those knees. Taking left over right. Tuck it around. Cactus arms. Right arm coming in. Left arm coming in. Thumbs to Ajna. Take a seat. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly releasing the arms out. Taking that leg out. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Stand on top of your mat. We're working to sun salutations A. So as you stand here, feet at hip distance. Inhale, lift up tall. Exhale, swan dive, hands to front. Hands to the side, inhale, lift. Exhale, right leg back, open to the chest. Lift. Drop your right foot. Hands come together, flat together. Inhale, lift. Now I want you to stretch over, lengthen, big stretch like you started with. Stretch it out. Clasp the hands together, place them onto that knee. As you push a little, your hips can drop a little bit further, straight into the arms. It's even a bigger stretch. Now slowly dropping down the body onto the knee, relax the arms. Placing the hands down on the floor, tuck the toes. Stepping back into a plank. Chaturanga. Over the toes. Urdhva Mukha, open up through the chest. Lovely, tuck toes. Downward facing dog, stretch it out. Right foot steps forward. Left foot steps forward. Head down. Let's clasp behind the heels, have a good stretch. Hands to pray. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, stretching all the way forward. Hands to the front, hands to the side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, left leg back, open through the chest. Drop the knee, drop that foot. Palms together, lifting up, big stretch. Nice, keep breathing. With back bends, you must breathe. If you don't breathe, you get a headache. Clasp the hands together. Bring the hands onto the knee. As you do that, you drop the hips. You push the arms. You open up a little bit further. Nice deep breathing. Slowly dropping the chest down. Relax. Place the hands into the floor, tuck the back toe, stepping back plank, into Chaturanga, over the toes, Urdhva Mukha, open up through the chest, into your down dog, stretching it out. Lovely, look at your hands, left foot forward, right foot forward, head down, hands to the back, have a good stretch. Place the hands into prayer. And up we come. Inhaling up. Exhaling arms out. You're going to clasp your hands together. You're going to bring your right foot onto that space. Okay. Shoulders back. I want you to stand as tall as you can, holding onto that foot. Flexing that foot, standing tall. Straighten up, pushing into the psoas muscles, lifting through the chest. Hold it. Now I'm going to round the back and go over that knee. So look how I'm starting to round. I'm pulling the knee up still, and I'm rounding myself over. Now I'm going to straighten back up. And I'm going to release. Arms come up. We're going to do it to the other side. If your balance is really bad, quickly go and rather lean yourself against the wall. We're going to take our left foot, hands, fingers together, clasp, opening up through the chest, lifting, straightening up. So I'm straightening as much as I can, lengthening into both the legs, the back, the shoulders, big stretch. Finding balance, finding my drishti so I can look at something. And now I'm going to start to round the back, drop over. And now straightening back up. And releasing. Inhale up, arms down. We're going to do that again. Now it doesn't matter if you can't get your legs straight, we're going to work to our maximum. Okay, so again, taking now, right foot, you're going to lift up. Make sure your left foot's facing forward. We're going to start off straightening up. Okay, then I'm going to start to round my back so I can stretch my leg out. Round and back, stretching it out. If your knees here, that's fine. Straighten it out. Get your balance. Once you've got your balance, try and straighten out. Stretch. Keeping the hip back, stretch. Now slowly bringing it back in, opening up. Whoopsie daisy. And slowly down. Arms coming down. Let's wait to the other side. You know, you have a good day, you have a bad day of balances. Yesterday I was great. Today it will change. Mind. It's going to change the next minute. You'll see it's perfect. Okay, so placing it in. Opening up. Get a big breath. Believe in your balance. I'm going to round my back. I'm going to stretch my leg out. Round and back. Now I'm going to try and straighten my back and lengthen, pulling my hip socket in, straightening it out. Doesn't matter if your leg's not straight. I'm trying to get a nice straight back and stretch into my entire back and leg. Doesn't matter if this one's not straight. Now I'm going to start to bring it back in. Told you balance will be better this side. It's all a matter of mind. And then slowly coming down. Is really what you think will happen, will happen. Okay. So you've got to just believe in yourself. It's very important. From there, believe in yourself. That's all I can say. From there, we're coming down. We're going to step off our right leg and our left leg back. I'm going to open up wide. Stretching out into it, lengthening. You're in your wide-legged stretch. From here, extending out, we're going to place our hands onto our waist. So we want to work ourselves forward. You can make sure that your heels, you can put your heels against the back of the mat, it's up to you. Or you just make sure that your buttocks doesn't go further like you're touching the wall. You must be straight in line. So if your heels are touching the wall, your buttocks will also be touching the wall. From there, we're going to lengthen ourselves forward. If you have a bad, really sore back right now, you're going to stop here. If you can, keeping your hands on your waist, you're going to go down as far as you possibly can. If your head is on the floor, you've opened too wide. Your head should be just above the floor with a straight lengthening into your back. You should be using the core. Then you're going to take your hands inside and see if you can grab on the outside of the heels. Dropping your head down. So my head can still turn. It's just above the floor. But I'm lengthening through the spine. Okay. Slowly I'm going to place my hands underneath the shoulders. I'm going to have a little bit of fun here. So I want you to focus on going onto your tippy toes. Onto the tippy toes. And try to get weight dispersed onto the shoulders. As if we were working into a handstand. So I want you to try and get a couple of jumps in here, as if you were trying to go up into a little handstand. So I want you to do a few of them. See if you can really get it up. Working with the core, stretching to the legs, lifting up a little bit more than you normally would. Okay, just play with it a little bit. Some of you might be able to go up beautifully. Just work into it. So feel how you've really got to arch through the back. You're going to lift those legs, lift the core, and pull yourself up. Possibly if we had a wall in front of us, I'll be able to do it. I think it's just a fear of, it's the brain working again over time. Hold and just play into it. Okay, coming back, hands onto your waist, lengthening up you come. Perfect. From here, you want to turn your right foot out to 90, left foot into 60. You might have to open up wider, we'll see how it goes. Bending your right knee. May have to open up a bit wider. You want this thigh parallel, and you want pushing down into your left side of the foot. Arms up wide. Big stretch. We're working to Hot Vinyasa